As you guys can see by the leaves that I just showed you, fall is settling in. So I've got the camera with me today. We're going to take a walk back in the swamp. I've got the macro lens on it, and I always like to look for mushrooms and spider webs. Things this time of year tend to have more color, but I want to go into a different area in the swamp. There's an area where it's got its own ecosystem. The moss is 3 feet deep. The trees all have lichens and moss hanging off of them. It's starting to rain. Oh no, I just got out here, it's starting to rain. Anyway, let's take a little walk. And I'm looking for fall stuff, but I also want to go into that section of swamp which I never go into. There's big water snakes back in there, and it's very hard to walk because the moss is so deep and it's wet. It's its own little system. There's a great big X in the trees. You guys have seen it. We've been there a few times over the years, but it's a place I don't go often, and I'm just wondering what we could see or hear going back in there today. I haven't been able to connect with Digganaw. She's been in town, I've been out of town, I've been in town, she's out of town. She's been sick, I've been working. I don't know, it hasn't worked so far. But we do have plans to still get her out here. Now she does tell me that she has seen forest people in the videos that she's watched. She's watched a couple of our videos, and to my knowledge, I've never recorded a Bigfoot, but she says the darker areas, when she's watching these videos, when she's filming, she says that's where they are. Is she sensing something? I don't know. Guys, I can't judge. I'm not going to judge. We're just gonna have her here, have her do her thing, and see what insight she can give us. But to my knowledge, I've never seen a Bigfoot or a forest spirit or creature out here. Other than that one video, I don't know what we recorded. Again, I always say, guys, paranormal more than, but does paranormal fall into this, what she's talking about? We could all be talking about the same thing, just using different terms, right? Does she believe that Bigfoot is a spiritual creature? I don't know. She must, because she's saying that, these darker areas that are kind of grayed out where it's hard to see in the background, this is what she's saying. So to me, that's not a flesh and blood creature, which is where I come from. When I go looking for Bigfoot, I'm looking for a flesh and blood creature, something that's cracking acorns back here, knocking trees, pushing trees over. We've recorded all those things, whistling at me. But we've also recorded all of the paranormal stuff. And I don't equate the paranormal stuff with Bigfoot. I equate that with something different. What it is, I don't know. What's her take on it? We'll find out when we get her out here on the property. But it's not going to be today. Today it's just Gage and I. I hear tree frogs calling over here in the distance. Here's another new tree down right on my trail. Here's my trail, and this is the top of the tree here. I may have to get the saw. Yeah, it's gonna have to cut that one out of here. You know what the best part of this time of year is? No mosquitoes. I think there's a storm coming in. Here's what I'm talking about, where we find pine nuts. Squirrels obviously been here many times. And they'll use the same stump and the same rock over and over. And they'll tear down pine cones and pine nuts. And never seen a squirrel use a rock to break any of that stuff open, so I can't explain what we found in the last video. Now, some of you guys were saying it makes no sense that a creature or animal would take acorns from a great distance and bring it there and crack them open. Guys, I can't say 100% one way or the other whether there's an oak tree 75 yards off in the distance from back there. There must be, it's got to be close. I've never seen one, but it could be there. Something, I mean, I don't know what, it wasn't a human. Humans wouldn't go back there unless it's somebody just trying to set me up, mess with me. But again, I've told you guys my thoughts on that as well. Nobody around here gives a crap what Crazy Gary does, so I can't explain it. Oh, I'm starting to see some white fungus growing here. Mushrooms. One here. Another one up here. How's that new microphone picking up the wind? We're starting to get to that area where it's very mossy, but it's surrounded by a very dense section of but you can see the ground here. It's all moss. It opens up into a big clearing back here, and that's where I'm trying to get to. What are you, dude? He's laying in the mud. Very hard to walk back here. It's all full of Labrador tea and blueberries. Look at all the trees. The white spruce here. They've got lichen in all of the branches. And it's different than any other section of the swamp. There's only maybe, I would say, half a mile of this, where it's this very deep, mossy, and there's little channels, like kind of like islands with water. You guys saw Gage laying down in one of those channels over there. Well, up under those banks, great big black water snakes get in there and live in there because it's wet all year round. And I don't like it, so I don't come back here. But I thought we should check out some new territory today, so we're here. I see some leaners over here. Let's take a look. So there's two on this side, right there, and they're going up to a central point, and then one on the other side. Well, they're not broken off, they just seem to have leaned over. They're still in the ground. This one here as well, I believe. Yeah, there's the stump right there. So they're just leaning off. They're not, that's rotten. I heard a couple of sticks break over there. It's super hot, guys, like 38 degrees Celsius. And I'm wearing big rubber boots with liners in them. And I can now feel the sweat just running down my back. It's creepy back here. There's no wind down here. I can see the trees way up there. Actually, I'm gonna pan around and show you guys all of the tops of the trees. Just for digging-ish, you can take a look for any dark areas. There's an X over there. I know some of you guys point these out on the ground. I don't know. There's a cross, an X, right in front of this one here. It's definitely getting dark now. Thunderstorm is coming in for sure. Oh, is that bad luck? I'm walking right under the X. I don't know. It's like a ladder. Don't walk under the X. I don't know. I sure hope not. Yeah, storm is definitely coming in, guys. I'm on the race to get back to the house here before it downpours. It is so hot and humid today that they were calling for thunderstorms, 100% chance. I guess they're almost here, so that's it for this adventure. Thanks for watching.